give the backstory out, kind of deal with the questions?
Yeah, sure. We'll do that. Just to get into the swing of this.
The character's backstory or what backstory?
There's like a backstory part.
Oh yeah.
Sheet. Yeah, that.
Yeah. When like mine's when first.
So I'll just go from top to bottom on here. So Galtorn, you are playing the outsider, correct?
Yes.
All right. What is your name? Do you have a hero name? Is it different from your real name? That sort of thing.
My only name is Galtorn Rise.
By Galtorn.
Exactly. I'm pure, I guess, about 18 human-wise. Davor age, I didn't specifically put, because I haven't decided how Davor's age comparatively.
Okay.
Basically, it's a semi-mechanical, humanoid-looking creature. They live out on like an asteroid belt since their home planet was destroyed. But like this asteroid belt, like most of the rocks of the asteroids are like connected in some way through bridges and pulleys. And
did you also land on Earth and disguise yourself as a vehicle?
No, I'm not a fucking transformer.
No, go on. Sorry.
Paradox just asking, what's a transformer?
Yeah.
Transformers are from the 80s.
I don't know. Were you around though when they came out?
I don't know. I have to check to see when they came out.
You were like 82, yeah?
4.
Listen. Basically.
Oh my god! It started in 1984.
Yeah.
So it depends on what month, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm the cheerful sort, so everyone has influence over me. Let's see. Oh, what did we figure for my bizarre fuel? Were we going with my heliokinesis or what?
That's on you, man.
I was asking my GM approval deal.
What do you mean by like? What do you mean by your heliokinesis for the bizarre fuel?
The outsider has one of their superpowers can be heliokinesis, which is what I have for my character.
Yeah.
Basically, I have to use my power to power my Kirby craft, and like Pega was saying, the way to balance that would be using my what's it called?
Heliokinesis.
Yeah, using my power basically exhausts me after so long.
Okay.
I just don't know how long you intend that to be, and because otherwise I figured I'd have to. Like anyone could end up piloting it as long as they sacrifice a couple drops of blood to the
system. Well, you have to sacrifice blood for your Kirby craft.
Yes.
No, you can just like we'll figure that out. Like that's fine though.
The heliokinesis.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the relationship things.
Well, let's go with the backstory stuff right now. Okay. Where did you come from?
Oh, those ones. Okay.
Yes.
I was thinking the team backstory question.
No.
I'll just read what I have written down.
Okay.
An asteroid belt a few systems over changed from a mining colony to its people's home after a research mishap devastated the majority of what landscape was even hospitable to begin with. Not that this was too much of an issue, seeing as how they were mainly a mining culture. A sort of large metal, almost mechanical structure soon connected a number of asteroids in this asteroid belt. To think of it in a sense, one would almost compare it to a grandiose treetop village, but in space. It was space rocks instead of trees and trees.
Okay.
Why coming to Earth? Having found myself adrift in space after a dare from friends that resulted unfavorably in drifting out of the planetary and belt gravity and not enough energy to directly return. My friends happen to suggest I use planet slinging to try and return home, and it's landed me farther away, and now in the solar system and on Earth.
Well, all right then.
Yes.
So wait, is this asteroid belt? Is this the same one in the Sol system?
No, this is it's out of the solar system, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
That it would probably make more sense it being out because a giant fucking colony of asteroids would probably be noticeable.
I mean, I don't know.
Why do I currently want to stay? The tech route of the planet is actually an oddity to my character, and as well as the oddity of nature itself, seeing as how my character was raised on an asteroid belt, so trees and organic plant and stuff is obscure and strange to him. The reason my people would want me to return home is because I was accidentally separated from it. I'm assuming they'd not just abandon me, seeing as how our race is still trying to recover our population from that devastation deal. And why do you care about the team? Somehow the team is becoming a sense of family and friends. I mean, I'm from another fucking place. I don't know anyone besides the team. Also much better than the rude AI bots that air quotes happen to end up on my ship.
So yeah, your ship just has like really annoying AI bots. They're
Yes.
they're just terrible people.
Yes.
Terrible AIs. All right.
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks like Haley's not here. So.
Really disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
So I guess we'll go on to Shibi.
You know.
It's good to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Sheebs.
But I thought you already knew her.
That was the joke, and now I feel really dejected because she
didn't say
didn't
anything.
even acknowledge me.
Just shut down by
I
everyone.
see how it is.
Get out of here. We don't need you, you weird alien.
What?
This is why we built a wall.
I'm going out in the field.
We need to build a wall to keep these aliens out.
I'm assuming I've just missed a whole
We
bunch
need
of
to
Trump
build a
jokes.
space wall.
We need to build a space wall around the entirety of the United States to keep all these aliens from sending their worst aliens to our country.
I just imagine just a floating wall in space that only covers over the United States.
And
And
they
it's
just, like,
why
fly
can't you
around
just
it?
go? Yeah, just why can't you go around it? Anyway, that's not real. Trump is dead. It was a while ago. He was assassinated, and no one cared because everything kind of went. Everything is better now.
All you had to do was give someone an orange spray tan again, and you'd automatically have a double ganger for him.
In this
Yeah.
game's universe, Trump was revealed to be a supervillain,
Yeah, Trump was he was like Lex Luthor, but not
dumb
smart.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah, not smart at all. He was taken down pretty quickly.
Literal President Evil plot.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Wait, does that mean we're gonna make Trump our villain that we faced at the start, kind of thing?
No, that would be too
My
big of a
question.
villain.
No, he's
the
too
first
big
time.
of a villain. He's too
Yeah.
well
Okay.
known.
Okay.
Maybe later.
I don't think we can fight the military yet.
Well, he's not. Well, he's dead. So, I mean, maybe he'll come back, but we don't know that.
Oh no,
Survive.
Mecha Trump. We should have known.
It's the rise of Mecha Hitler and Mecha Trump. They work together. Anyway, so, you are the protege, Shibi, correct? All right. So, do you have a hero name? Sunspot? All right. And your... Hold on. I'm just going through everything. Name is Oliver Valence? Or... Okay. So, tell me about your abilities, then. Okay.
We tried our best, okay? So, yeah, this video is done. You should go watch James and Adam's video. Yeah. And, yeah, so thanks for watching.
Okay.
Excuse me. So, like, you take a hit somewhere and then you get stronger, kind of like Yang.
Okay. What is your mentor's ability, then?
Hey, we're back. James is here from The Odd Ones Out, if you don't know him. I'm Jaden. Obviously, this is Stu.
Okay.
This time we're going to be doing Pokemon drawings, but we're going to do Pokemon fusions. Yeah. So, James, you haven't drawn any Pokemon fusions.
Right, I am severely out-practiced.
I've dabbled a bit, but it's been a long time, so...
Okay. And what does your mentor embody and deny?
And we have to use our two Pokemon for that round. So, my Pokemon that I chose this round is Weavile.
Okay. Alright, so she's kind of, like, how would you say, because your mentor is your mother, correct? How would you say, like, she acts, generally? Like, what would her personality kind of be like?
Weavile? He is the evolution.
I was thinking he should be wearing a skull of its parents, but whatever, I guess. This is a bit off topic from Pokemon. Have you heard about this guy named Donald
Okay.
Trump?
Go ahead. Okay. Alright. Oh, what the? It's fine.
She certainly sounds like it. I can hear background. She sounds like a real bitch.
Now, I want you to reduce all of your labels to -2, Pega? No.
No.
Anyway, So backstory. How did you meet your mentor? That's kind of obvious. Yeah. So when and why did you choose to train with them then? Okay. Why did they agree to train you then? I mean, did your mom want you to be a part of this, or did you have to convince her? Right? Uh, who else outside the team knows about your training? Okay. Hold on one sec.
Molly and Ollie.
I have to go get food. I'll be right back.
In the meantime, what should we all play?
I mean, I'm playing Bloody Storm right now.
Bloody Storm.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Hmm.
I think I figured out a joke that I'm going to do with Zuverlass. I'll let the punchline hit when it comes up, though.
Okay. If it comes up.
Oh, it will at some point. I guarantee. Okay, so I got a question for Sheeps here regarding Ollie. Why does Ollie want to be a hero?
Just kind of following the family line.
But he does want to help people, right? Okay. Other question then. What kind of personality does he have?
I am back.
WB.
Well, congratulations. Ollie has influence over Zuverlass. You passed the test.
Oh god. All right.
I'm gonna have to give influence to two people right away, so I generally ask each hero that question. For various reasons, I won't be asking it of Galtorn and of Nero. Those reasons being, Nero is still learning what the fuck's going on, and Galtorn's a weird alien who's still learning what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So I don't think Zuverlas would think that they have this hero thing figured out yet when they don't even have how to like work a cell phone figured out yet.
Oh God. Yes.
So
Alright,
you can mark on your sheet that you've got influence over Zuverlas.
Oh, I'll still mark that you have influence over Galfon because everyone has influence over Galfon.
Yeah, same with Nero as well. I looked at the sheet. He's a businessman. He does business, man.
he does business things.
What is that from?
Don't know.
Oh, Parks and Rec. At least that's where I know it from.
I need to watch that at some point.
Oh, you do. It's fantastic. I don't
I
know if you
also
ever
need to
watched
watch
The Office,
Community.
but it's basically The Office, but optimistic instead of cynical. Like what I've noticed in watching The Office is a lot of things don't work out for Michael because Michael's a terrible person. But Leslie, the main character of Parks and Rec, has a lot of the same traits Michael has, but it's presented in a more positive light, and she's more of a positive person in general, and works towards helping people other than herself, rather than Michael, who is very selfish and self-oriented. It's basically like a selfless Michael, in essence, is the way that she behaves. So she's like a huge dork and like screws up all the time, but she's earnest with what she's trying to do. And as such, the entire show has more of an optimistic kind of mindset to it. Mindset.
Okay. All right. So, what? What moves did you pick for the protege?
No. Go on. Sorry. Ignore me. Come flirt.
Okay.
I'll definitely try to come flirt people in this game.
It's comfort and flirting at the same time. All right. Geltor, I didn't ask what outsider moves you had. I know you had the Kirby craft. And what were the strengths and weaknesses for that?
I'm trying to find where I put them on my sheet. Now I can't find it. Here they are. All right. Strengths, telepathic control, and resilient plating. Weaknesses, bizarre fuel, and susceptible to electrical occurrence.
Okay.
I also have alien tech, which is a couple gadgets that I list. I am 822 ore cutter. Primary function projects a wide horizontal energy beam, shearing segments of stone in two. Secondary function fires an energy mine that blasts apart stone.
Well, alien tech is you alter human device with alien technology.
I think he's talking about his powers.
Oh,
His
you're talking about your
weaponry.
powers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have alien weaponry as part of it. I was going into alien weaponry. My bad.
Oh, okay.
He was talking about alien tech, the powers, or not the power, but the move.
Yeah, move. I was asking about the moves that you had, not abilities.
Alien, alien
Kirby
tech.
Craft, alien tech, and not so different after all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alien tech, you roll freak. On it, you create a device that can do something impossible once, then fizzle out. When you roll a +10, choose one. Like it works in exceptionally well, or you get an additional use out of it. If you missed, it works, but has a completely unintended side effect. Not so different after all is you roll freak when you talk about your home. On a +10, choose 2. On a 7 or 9, choose 1. During the conversation, you can confess a flaw of your home to add 1 team to the pool, mislead them about your home to take influence over them, describe the glories of your home, declare a condition. On a miss, you inadvertently reveal more about yourself than you planned, and then you have to tell them a secret or vulnerability you haven't shared with Earthlings before now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So, I guess we'll move on to what?
Go on.
We'll go on to Zuverlast then.
Okay.
And so your name is Phoebe.
Yes.
Your hero name is Zuverlast. Ability is the same.
Yes, abilities are the same. Her powers are the ability to absorb energy and the ability to turn her body into any kind of abiotic material that she touches with her skin. So, touches rock, she can be rock, that specific type of rock, and everything that entails. But she's not like frozen like a statue. She can actually move and shit. Like full body, like normal human movement, just made of stone now. Also, her energy absorption is based partially off of what her current form is. For example, in her human form, like a normal form, she can absorb electricity, but it hurts her because she's not designed to really be able to absorb electricity. But if she was, say, metal, she'd be able to absorb it a lot easier because metal conducts electricity.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's her power set.
All right.
Give me a second. Let me swap over and look at the actual, like, rulebook sheet for it, and not just my thing. Okay. Yeah. What do you want me to do next?
We'll go with your backstory just a bit. Just so everyone's able to hear it.
All right. So, Zuverlass, or Phoebe, I should say, because she's not Zuverlass yet. First put on her mask to be a superhero after a tragic, sort of tragic, I should say, robbery at a convenience store. She was just sort of, going out to get some milk or whatever for the family one night after she'd gotten her powers and had been scared about using them. And the place started getting robbed. Guy with a gun. There were these 2 siblings that were there, and she, as Phoebe hid in the back corner, like trying to being terrified and all, being like basically a little girl.
Do you know those stories?
The guy shot and actually wounded. It would look to be fatally the girl of the pair of siblings. That just seeing that made Zuverlass realize that she could have easily have stopped him if she had just used her powers. So, still kind of wrapped up in her fear and whatnot, she decided she had to become someone that could stop him, and really shittily donned on like a mask that she improvised from the stuff in the convenience store, and then just started beating the shit out of the guy. Luckily, things kind of worked out in the end because the girl that was shot ended up having supernatural shit happen and survived. But it was enough to spur her into, okay, I need to stop pussyfooting around with this shit. I have to actually, I have these powers. I have the ability to save people. I should not be sitting around doing nothing. And that's why she put on the mask.
Because with great power comes great responsibility. Anyway.
More, she put on if
Yeah,
you want to be specific, she put the mask on specifically because she doesn't believe that she can save people. But seeing that happen pushed her to be like, I can't do this, but I have to try, because if I don't, then who will? You know?
Yeah.
As such, that's like also kind of answer the second question, which is why she keeps a secret identity, and it's because she genuinely does not believe, due to like being bullied over the years and like her low self-esteem and all that, she just genuinely doesn't believe that Phoebe can actually help people, that she's capable or a good person or any of that. So she puts on the mask and becomes Zuverlass, because when people see Zuverlass, she could be anybody, you know? Because they just see the mask and the costume. They don't see this scared little girl who's trying her hardest to not get fucking murdered in the middle of combat while trying to save people. They see this like unfallible like persona that can just keep fighting no matter what, and will try her damnedest to make sure that everyone gets home safe. And so she dons her mask so she can put on that kind of facade for people and have them believe in her, because she genuinely thinks that if they saw her just without a mask, without anything, trying to save them, they wouldn't be able to have hope that they would survive. It's just her thing. But she also bullshits her way into saying like, oh well, it's to protect my loved ones and whatnot, which is false. While it is a bit of a influence on it, you know, wanting to keep her family safe, it's much more of a selfish reason than that. Yeah.
All right. Who outside the team knows your dual identity?
One person, the that girl that had gotten shot, and almost died. She gained these supernatural powers and became the hero, Pantera Mask, and so Zuverlass, through inadvertently trying to, you know, revive her after the fact and not really being too successful, inadvertently revealed her identity to Pantera Mask, and so she's like her one confidant. Because if it was up to Phoebe, she would keep the secret that she was Zuverlass to the grave at this point, because of all those insecurities she has. But Pantera Mask is the one person who knows at the moment, just like, and that was through a complete accident anyways. It wasn't even her intention to reveal it to her. Yeah.
So, then, who thinks the worst of your masked identity?
I haven't written this one down yet on my sheet, so do not look at that. That's the old one before I went through by his definition. Wolf's. I would say a lot of people. I have no specific names, but I think a combination of Phoebe's personality traits when she's both her and Zuverlass would make a lot of people upset with her, because in her eyes, like I said before, because she has these powers, she has to try, because if she doesn't, who will? And so like you'll get situations where there's like giant monster attacking the city, right? Clearly not something that 17-year-old Zuverlass should probably be taking on, right? Like way beyond her experience level to reasonably take on, way beyond her capabilities at this point to take on. Yet she will still go out there and try to fight it. Like, it's because like she can't help herself. Like she will try to help anyone that she can, no matter how big or small the problem is. So like a lot of people see her as this like meddler, or this this kid in over her head, because she is getting in over her head a lot of the times because of her beliefs. And then on top of that, the people that don't think that of her kind of think that she's like, I had a thought. Hold on, my thoughts just got scrambled for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. And then there are the people that, when they don't think that, they don't think she's being thorough enough because she approaches situations in that, like, there's a lot, there will be heroes out there will be like, it's better to kill off like a serial killer or whatever, like actually like make it so that they can't physically do anything anymore. But Zuverlass also believes that a superhero's place is not to be judge, jury, and executioner. It's simply to stop the threat and take it to the position where the trained professionals, the police, and the juries and whatnot will then have the final say, because that's how society works. So she won't go out. She won't like completely cripple a guy that's being villainous. She will knock them out and whatnot. And a lot of people will criticize her for that because they don't think it's like she's being too idealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know any specific people that would be upset with her, but I figured I could work with Wolf and you guys to come up with specific characters for that. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could always just have like in every good Janice sort of comic book thing where there's just a news reporter that slanders your entire team.
mm-hmm.
It's always an idea. It's always fun.
I don't know how effective that would be with Silverlass because she's not too concerned about the media so much.
Doubt barely even knows what the fucking media is.
What is a media? It's not a.
Well, the media usually represents public opinion of you, though.
True, that is a thing.
Yeah.
God, I just had a thought because I was like, I wonder how Nero would respond to the media and whatnot, right? And I was like, he's probably gonna just respond like with very little like actual emotions because he's a robot. And I was like, he'd probably just like they'd say something like to try and goad him and be like false, and he'd say like the actual statement. And I thought, oh God, he's literally Dwight then. So I hope Nero ends up acting like Dwight Schrute because that would be really fucking funny. Anyways, yeah, moving on.
Yep. So what did you have for your moves?
For my moves, I picked. I have to take the mask as part of being the Janus. I also grabbed mild mannered and I'll save you because that kind of represents Superlast as she is right now, which is basically just a kid in over her head and someone who will try her damnedest to save people when she can.
All right. Then your secret identity. What are you doing for your 3 obligations this time?
Same as last time, I would say. She's got to deal with her family stuff because she's got her younger sister she has to take care of or help take care of. Her cousin who's staying with them, and her parents, as well as her grandfather who does family gatherings and whatnot. And they're close, so her missing a lot of those would raise flags. And then I said that she does have school, like any other kid in high school.
Okay.
So she'd have to deal with that. And then likewise, she's also picked up learning how to kick some ass in jiu-jitsu and taekwondo because she actually picked this up after she became Superlast because she had no actual fighting training at all before becoming Superlast. So she's like, okay, I need to do this so I don't get my ass beat. So I might as well do it, and that'll give me an excuse to be outside the house for a while. So
yeah,
she's in 2 separate teams for 2 separate kinds of martial arts. So yeah.
All right. Okay. And Haley still isn't back, so
I've already stated who I've given my influence to, which is again Ollie and Paradox.
Yep.
So you guys can list that.
Quick question. Does anyone on the team know your secret identity? I feel like if maybe at least one person should know, just because that would make it a little more interesting.
Okay. Well, that depends then. I feel like the alien person and then the robot would not know because they're an alien and a robot. So they wouldn't know her from her civilian life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to use this as an excuse to get them to pick who's going to be knowing me from my civilian life first.
Yeah.
Then the question would be Paradox, because Paradox would be from the 80s, so it depends on when Paradox would come forward if that would be a viable choice.
Yeah, I don't know how long Paradox has been here.
Exactly. So that leaves Ollie, which does Ollie have like kind of like a secret identity? Like does Ollie like just walk out like in his school clothes, like in his school uniform, and just start punching things and lighting himself on fire? Or does he have like a costume and kind of like okay. Because like it could be that they went to school together, but they just didn't know. Yeah, and they just figured it out on accident. Like not really trying to, you know what I'm saying?
You both ran into the same area to go and change into the superhero clothes at the same time.
Ollie,
like,
why are
"What
you
the
in the
hell?"
girls' restroom?
It'd be like really weird. No one would suspect it.
When Ollie's out on patrol, he secretly disguises himself as a woman. He just puts fucking like grapefruits in his torso.
Oh god.
I mean, what's that trope? Sweet Polly Oliver
Oh god.
of the girl disguised as a man. It is. I found it.
Oh no.
Trope picture, of course, being Mulan.
All right then. Anyway. Well, it would be the opposite of that. Yeah.
So I'll say I'll say that Oliver was the one who knew Zuberlast from her civilian life first. Then for the other relationship, I would say the question is then who would want to know my secret identity? Or who would ask? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm
I
wondering.
think last time I played with you, I kind of stated that like Galtorn would just assume that's who you are, and not like recognize that you're a different person under the mask. Like
I just imagine you taking off the mask and Galtorn being like,
what? What happened to Zuberlast? Where's Zuberlast? Who are you?
It's like the world's worst like fucking Superman reveal.
Yeah.
He puts the glasses on. Where'd he go? Where's Superman?
Oh no! And he's still wearing like the Superman outfit. He just put on glasses.
Why are you dressed up like Superman?
Clark, there you are.
Get out of that Superman costume. Let's go.
Superman's here. Get out of that costume. We have to go.
You guys need to watch The Mystery Men at some point. Fantastic movie. Because basically that's how the main superhero, Captain Amazing, hides his identity, and at one point they find Captain Amazing like fucking like imprisoned by the main villain, and like the one guy just staring at him, and he's like staring at Captain Amazing, and he's got his own pair of glasses, and he's like turned it so he's like it's facing the Captain Amazing, and so it looks like it's over his face, and he's like lowering it and then looking at him, and then putting it back up so it's over his eyes and looking at him. He's like, you look a lot like this very famous rich person. That's this big socialite. It's a good time. So I guess I'll assume that Nero would be the kind of curious robot type who wants to learn more about humanity, and so understands the concept of superheroes to a point, and then would be like, "Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?" So I'll say that Nero knew.
Yeah.
Nero wanted to know my secret identity, and I was just like, "Fuck you! I'm not telling you."
Anyway, so then the relationships for Galtorn.
I have not a clue. Basically, whoever wants to offer.
Been learning about
Everyone
Earth
already
for
gets
time
influenced
with
over
you.
me, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, the question is, out of all your potential romantic interests, which one is the one that Galton will probably fall for?
Trying to think who even are the characters. I don't know.
We don't know who we are.
I'm not familiar with Haley's character.
Okay, so Paradox is literally an '80s kid.
From the 80s.
That's it. That's literally everything you need to know.
Right.
It's
I get.
Personality-wise, it's Haley, right?
Yeah.
Like don't tell Haley I said this, but like most of Haley's characters, they're basically just Haley.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably go with Haley's character Paradox for the crush, but the learning from Earth thing was the one I was mainly focusing on. Learning about Earth.
Well, it depends on who Galtorn want to hang out with. I would say here's your options, right? You got 3 choices here. You've got the funny option of Nero. You've got the most reasonable option of Ollie, and then the kind of iffy option of Zuverlass. And I say iffy because Zuverlass, with her identity thing, I don't know if she'd really want to spend time with you outside of costume.
Right.
So it'd be that kind of like weird thing where you guys are spending time getting ice cream while in costume.
Don't worry, that happens on the podcast that I'm on as well.
I mean, if that's what you want to do,
deal
I'll
with
do
it.
that.
So like I said, you've got your iffy choice, your sane choice, and then your funny choice. That's the way I see it, at least. Like, out of the characters, Ollie's the most normal, right? All things considered.
Okay. Oh wait. Shit! I didn't account for where RC would be in the sheet right now.
What do you mean?
Wait a minute.
I'm looking at the Discord and I'm going through who's who on there, but I realize RC's not on there.
I'm so
RC is Nero.
If you're trying, like, if you want, you could always say that you're learning about Earth from Nero, even though Nero doesn't know a lot about.
I don't think I'm gonna pick Nero, even though that would be hilarious. I don't think I'm going to pick him.
Like, you wouldn't be able to learn a lot of social stuff, but I don't actually know.
Actually, I think that would
I want to talk to him about whether he knows things about the world itself.
That would actually be fucking hilarious because I'd be like, "Hey, what's this?" And you'd be like, "I don't know. What is this?" And then we'll just bounce back and forth trying to figure it out.
What's this? What's this? There's white things everywhere.
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out when he gets here if he wants to try that. If not, I don't know.
Okay.
Only 2.
All right, literally.
Okay, both times I rolled, it said 1, which would be Ollie. Okay. So if he doesn't want to do that comedic part, it'll be Ollie. So I don't know yet. Otherwise.
Am I wrong?
Okay. So we got those relationships, and now Ollie, your relationships. You and Blank teamed up a few times before the rest of you came together. I assume that would be Zuverlas. How long have you been operating Zuverlas?
About a year.
Yeah, probably then. It depends also on when Paradox is, how long Paradox has been here, because...
Yeah. We'll have to ask her when she gets back.
Yeah, I would say it's probably between those two. Up to you, though.
Those would be the most reasonable choices, at least.
Yeah.
Especially considering the outsider, they first, like, come into the world when we all came together initially.
Yeah.
So that is, like, that's one of those things where you can't pick Nero for any of those. Just because he didn't exist, really, in, like, a normal capacity until we showed up.
And then the newborn is discovered during the incident. So, they...
I like to imagine that we
This is
accidentally broke
really
containment.
weird. Like, I feel like your spaceship, like, Galtorn's spaceship crashes into the facility that the newborn is in, and then that's when all of you meet up.
You think the facility's under attack, so you two charge in trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. There's no actual villain, it's just my spaceship. I'm like, what's up, guys?
It just hard cuts to, like, Zuberlast punching Galtorn in the face repeatedly.
I'm like, what did I do?
That would have been hilarious. Like, if all of you guys were initially, you thought each other were enemies.
I'm just trying to knock Galtorn the fuck out. It's not
Just
working because he made a medal.
But
Why
yeah,
won't you die?
Who is your mentor cautious of, Ollie?
I'm trying to figure out how to math.
The experiment or the alien? Or the time traveler? Because Haley's character,
I'm using a new
didn't
system
she
than what I'm used to.
mention that her
And with
future
what
self or
how I
something
used
was
to
supposed to
able
be
comic,
evil?
I
Yeah,
Born
usually
evil or
just
something.
draw
but
it flat on
not
the page.
everyone
Now I'm
knows
using the
that.
frame border thing, so that each
Also,
panel has its own thing. So now I have to
like there's literally a
think about
reason for
how
your
it
mentor to
interacts
be
with the
cautious of
with the other
literally
frames.
everyone on the team.
So I gotta be
Even
smart.
Zuverlas, because people don't really like Zuverlas that much. So, just who?
You could just be like me and holidays.
Yeah, which person on the team do you think that your mentor would most be cautious about and tell you to keep an eye on? What is this?
You haven't seen these videos?
I've never seen that before.
Paradox.
Sads.
This guy's done 4 videos like that where he just acts like Oblivion NPCs. It's fucking hilarious. They're like 15 seconds long.
By the way, you guys can put titles to the roles as well if you put like a hashtag after it, I believe.
Thank you.
Oh, wrong thing. I did not put the R. Dang it.
Oh, thank you for the storyboard.
Ghost.
There you go. But yeah, just letting you know. You can title your roles like that. I know there's a way to save roles as well, but I think it's not really a good idea for this specifically, since your labels are constantly changing. You didn't put the number.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering what would happen, and apparently,
yeah,
they just fucking levitated me.
There we go.
Engorgio. Wingardium Leviosa. It's not Wingardium Leviosa, it's Wingardium Leviosa.
Those 2 videos are our Gal Tornagiverless's first meeting.
Assault! Assault!
Or what?
Why won't you die? By the Nine Divines. Assault! Assault! Fantastic.
So we're just gonna wait till Paradox gets here. The session, I don't think it's gonna be super long anyway. Just kind of getting a feel for everything, you know. Also, I've been just kind of dying the past like week, so. Yeah. Well, now I'm going back to school. I'm going back to class.
Same.
At college, and the thing is, that gives me more time than I would have than I had during the summer, because I had a full-time job this summer that was all overnights, and overnights kill you. Just letting you know that right now.
I work overnights.
Yeah.
I don't know what the morning is.
I had a friend in high school who was like, well, no, I had a friend from high school who, when we went to our first year of college, he was like, yeah, he's like working at Panera Bread, right? And he's like, I know what's a good idea while I'm at college. I'm gonna take the night baker shift at Panera to get more money.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then like he was dead within like a week.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. That's why I stopped doing overnights, and now they give me some other bullshit job that I didn't really agree to. So, you know. I don't even know what I'm doing. They just told me to come in during the mornings on Saturday and tell me they'll give me things to do.
Nice.
It's like something in receipt. As long as, I mean, I don't have to deal with customers, but I was thinking that they needed me on the floor at nights, like closing and stuff, because they're constantly understaffed and refuse to do anything about it. But I don't know. I'm ranting. Sorry.
Sounds
Anyway.
like my work. Like I'm on the freight crew, and but like because I'm part time, I come in for like 3 hours before we close, and it's like there's no sales associates on the floor when they're there, even though we're not supposed to even be out on the floor. It's like, oh hey,
Where do you work? Like
Home
what?
Depot.
Hey, I work at Lowe's.
Hey.
Hey.
Go
God,
die,
my
rival
store
scum.
sucks.
It's a name. Oh,
You can. I don't even care if you want my store. I'll let you.
Haley.
Yeah.
That is
Hey.
awful. Haley.
I said I was back like
Hey,
weeks ago.
Haley.
we saw it nowhere.
Haley.
Hey,
What?
Haley.
Stop it.
No.
I refuse.
Daga Kotoa.
I'll deafen myself again.
Please, let's talk.
We've been waiting for you to get back.
So, yeah, you're the last person here.
Okay.
What?
Stop
didn't work.
it.
You tried to roll, Haley?
Okay.
I was trying to see how Dicebot would react to that because they did it with the other shit.
I don't think it. Yeah. Well, all right. So, hi.
Hello.
Paradox.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna do anything.
Guys, I gotta go eat.
So.
I already know Haley's character does, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, Haley. Apparently. Oh wait, no, I'm not supposed to tell you. Never mind.
Okay. So, real name is Colleen, correct?
Yeah, Booker. Colleen
And
Booker.
then, okay, and then hero name Paradox.
Mhm.
What So you came from the 80s, Bronze Generation.
Yep.
What sort of abilities did you have again? You just had the
Speed. All the speed.
all the speed.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm basically Kid Flash, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
And we will go through backstory just for everyone else. Who or what brought you to the present?
How about that guy Rodrigo?
Rodrigo.
Yeah. He's not a very smart individual, and he had some kind of time travel technology that wasn't really time travel technology. He didn't realize it, and he went back to in time to prevent a whole catastrophe, to send people forward in time that weren't going to be there normally because they'd be dead. But he didn't realize that it just sent copies forward and backwards through time. So when the paradox of the 80s did not seem to go forward in time, they had to improvise a different plan. And that sent this paradox to the, future, the not 80s.
The not 80s. And I mean, everything is the not 80s other than the 80s. When did you meet your first meet your future self?
Oh, yeah, I started tracking them down after I heard about what my future self was doing from an old teammate of mine, Kelvin. So I tracked them down, and I saw what they became, what I became, sort of me. I'm not even sure anymore.
Okay. So how is your future self the embodiment of the future you never wanted?
Well, so yeah, Colleen kind of grew up with the whole Silver Generation heroes, but then basically found out that the future self that she has in this time period, which I believe is called Interceptor. Yes, Interceptor. And basically is either a 90s anti-hero or a outright villain. Not what she wanted or expected. Kind of an asshole. And an edgelord.
Ah. Alright. Sec. So what is your favorite part of life in the future and your least favorite part?
I have this huge backlog of movies and stuff that I have to watch. That's awesome. I don't have to wait.
Yeah.
But she hates being out of the loop when it comes to cool gadgets, though.
4 people.
Okay. So, then why are you determined to stay in the present with this
I
team?
remember 2 people.
Well, the past already has me in it. But
the bird
now
boy.
there's an asshole version of me running around, and maybe I could do something about it.
Okay. Alright, then what do you have for your innocent moves?
Growing into powers. When you unleash your powers to do something your future self can do, mark a condition and roll plus savior. White Knight. When you give a speech on morality and heroism, you can provoke someone with savior instead of superior.
Okay. Now, with your future self, I think you pick one of them that you already know about.
Yeah.
Which one was it again?
They betrayed a close friend or ally, and I learned about that from Kelvin.
Okay.
Or, That was his hero name. His real name is Fred Leonard.
Yep. Now we'll go on to the
Have such nice
relationships because
school
we've gotten through most of this stuff. So yeah, blank is helping you to understand the weirdo future.
God, there's only like 2 normal people.
Yeah.
God.
So it's either probably Ollie or Zuverlas. And you do at the moment. I don't believe that because Zuverlas's identity is only known to Ollie. I think. We have to wait till he comes back. Yeah.
Are we on air? No, we're not on air.
All right,
Yeah,
Ollie is
see.
1. Zuverlas is 2. Zuverlas.
Okay.
There we go.
And you saved someone important to blank. They're now your biggest defender.
All right. I'm just gonna randomize this.
Well, I don't know. I think you're kind of stuck with the other 2 because I don't think Nero or me have anyone you could save.
Well, Nero might, but Galtorn, yeah, you probably don't.
Well,
yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. I saved someone close to Ollie then. I don't know who.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You're suspicious of them. They may have saved her, but that doesn't mean they're not evil.
All right, and then influence. Who are you giving influence over you to?
Give influence over to 2 teammates. I
mean, I assume Zuverlas, since she's helping you and you're following her lead.
You know what? I'm gonna throw RC a bone since he's not here right now, and I'll give it to Nero.
Okay. By the way, that is a thing is that you are able to just give influence to someone over yourself. That like you can just declare that you're giving influence over you to someone if you ever want to.
All right.
Just letting you guys know that. You can't take it away without rejecting them though.
Does that have any benefits or anything?
Pretty much when someone has influence over you, they can shift your labels. Otherwise, like, and that can be used, like, if you want this person to be able to shift your labels, or you look up to them, or you care about what they say, then you should give influence to them, because that is a sign that you trust them. Otherwise, if you're taking it away, that just means that they don't have that ability over you anymore. So, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to give influence to anyone else, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, everyone already has an influence over you, so.
Right. I'm just trying to kind of understand what influence is, because I only got to play like 2 or 3 sessions of this.
Yeah. No, because influence is what makes it so people can shift your labels. All adults have influence by default, so. But characters that are your age or like people on your team may or may not have influence over you, that kind of thing. And you can always reject it so that people can't, so that like certain people can't influence you at all.
Okay.
Okay. So we're just waiting for less then. Vega. I will be right back.
Time to play the best song. Yeah. Go look into character bios and pics and click on the video. The most recent video.
What? What? What was that? Oh. You okay? No.
Alright, trying to think. Oh yeah, so we didn't go over what, Ollie has for the mentor's resources. Yep. So you got a hidden base and you get 2 others. Okay. Alright, that works. Mm-hmm.
Do not fear, for I am here.
No, I'm even more afraid now.
I'm pretty scared.
What?
You guys waiting for me long?
Yes, we were waiting forever for you. Gosh, you woke me up when you got back.
10 minutes at most.
You woke me up when you got back.
Good, you don't deserve the sleep.
Alright then. So,
Okay.
I think that's everything. Does anything else people want to bring up here? Or?
I gave Paradox influence.
Is that a calculator?
Okay.
And Paradox gave you influence.
That was what my second question was going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I missed that part, so I wanted to see if there was a thing I needed to know about that. Did we do the?
You also,
Yeah.
her relationships
Then I can
are
open
that
all the
you helping her understand the weirdo future,
Yeah.
Okay.
And each one of them has a
and then
nice for every,
Ollie is
for every
her
program
biggest
that I use.
defender.
Oh my.
Okay.
Well, if I saved someone close to them.
Not really.
Yeah.
You saved Ollie's dog.
Saved Molly.
Question mark.
Sounds about right.
So, so I'll just describe Viren City to you guys. Viren City is a city on the West Coast. It's pretty much, it's in California. It's kind of similar to like LA sort of thing. It's comic book LA. So, here in Byron City, it's kind of there's not a lot of superheroes here, not compared to say Goldhaven or Halcyon City. It's a bit more down to earth. There's not a whole lot that happens here. They do have you have the occasional super villains that are the occasional villains robbing banks and stuff and that sort of thing. That there's still violence that needs to be dealt with, but for the most part, there's not like world-ending things that happen every week. And this is where all of you guys live. All right. Let me think. Public opinion, kind of right now, of superheroes in Byron City is a little less than stellar. I would say. Most of the people here, I mean, some are grateful to the superheroes because they stopped like a lot of the crimes that are happening around, but a lot of others kind of resent them for in times in which a lot of property damage happens or people get hurt, that sort of thing.
Before it was all my fault. I mean, Interceptor's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all Interceptor's fault. Think. Other than that, I don't think there's really too much else to. There's not really much else to Vyron City, unless any of you want to add anything that you think would be there or would feel about the city. I enjoy a more community play kind of thing here. So if you want to add something specific about the city,
you'll have to give me time to think about it.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll probably mention stuff as we find it relevant.
Yeah, just letting you know that I'm totally open for open world building here. All right. So it is a generally peaceful day in Byron City. We have a overlook of the entire city. About late in the afternoon. Sun hasn't set yet, but it's still it seems to be starting to. When you just hear a large wow like you see the big word blocks over in like on the side of the one street of the city. What?
You don't have to describe it actually like a comic. It's easier that way.
I will describe it as a comic book.
Okay.
God damn it.
I was just letting you know in case it's easier that way.
No, I just saw this. I was just looking at this picture. Sorry. So, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we zoom in on pretty much an event going on right now as a guy in a I'm wondering what kind of music, if does anyone want to play music here? I'm open to suggestions because I'm not really good at ever picking out that kind of stuff.
On Spotify, I'm playing the Brain Food playlist that it recommends.
I mean,
I've got my own music.
Yeah, my music is going to be pretty particular for Paradox, unless everybody wants to listen to 80 stuff.
Whenever it hits Paradox's turn, it just goes straight into like hardcore 80s pop.
Okay, I was just wondering because I could have used Dino or something.
Might unintentionally get rickrolled.
Yes. We just start playing Rick Astley. So you see a guy in this really weird suit going down the street. He has like speakers all over his suit, pretty much. And he has a large visor that goes all the way around his head, and he's hovering over the city with two giant bags over his shoulders, and you see him bust out of a bank with just the door just goes flying in front of him pretty much as you guys are coming onto the scene.
Damn it, Present Mike.
God.
So what are you guys doing?
All right.
You see this guy kind of bust out of the bank, and with all this cash.
And
I
all
was
suited
totally
up
just
and
eating
ready,
a
right?
hot dog. I would look up and what? Wait, what?
This paradox like
Hello?
chili dogs.
Yes.
It's
Oh
Firsty!
God.
Yeah.
She likes all kinds of stuff.
Paradox is
How
Sonic
you
Bear
guys
Jug.
doing?
Okay.
Confirmed.
Good.
But I don't wear blue. I wear red.
You going to then
have
your
some
knuckles.
Oh
That's
god,
it.
don't get Pega started on Knuckles.
So yeah, you guys are
You're welcome.
you guys are all
the
pretty
stuff?
nearby on the scene. You heard about this stuff happening, and you guys arrive on the scene. What do you do?
Get into costume somewhere real quick. I was actually just walking around because yeah, I'm pretty careful with that
Shopping
way.
or something?
Picking up food.
I'm assuming that if I heard something was going to investigate, I would put my costume on already.
Yeah, so you're already in costume.
I don't
I'm
really have a
assuming.
costume, but yeah.
What's in your robot face?
So, all right. So this guy, he starts pretty much just running down the street, kind of cackling, and just this music is just pumped like dubstep-esque music is pumping out of his speakers as he's
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
hovering his way down the street pretty fast.
Oh man, I want to just I want
I
to run
can't catch
past him and blow out his speakers with the sonic boom.
Oh God! Oh,
I want to do it.
why would you do this in the middle of a city? You know the effects of those?
I mean, if you want to try that, you can direct engage a threat.
All right. Does I have game talk or bot stuff?
Shib.
In game talk.
And it's 2d6,
How do you
right?
tie up your hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ponytail? Brooch?
What is my danger right
Oh,
now?
okay.
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 Oh my
Well,
God.
all right.
Thank you.
And that's that's also plus danger. I don't know if you have anything.
No, I don't.
Haley,
Okay.
back in the saddle again.
Yeah.
All right, so then
Yeah?
you get to pick two from the direct
Hello?
engage a threat. Do you have that basic move
Yeah.
sheet?
What did you say?
Hold on a second. Let me open up.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was my sister.
Guess I should open that.
Hello, Tiny.
Where did I put it?
Hello, Tiny.
That is a good. Oh, there it is.
It's a tiny human. Tinier human.
Yeah, she's just tiny.
Hmm. You know what? I'm going to resist or avoid their blows because I'm kind of running past them,
That's
and I'm
nice.
going to take the money from them.
All right. So you run past and hold on. Trying to set something up real quick. You run past him with kind of a small sonic boom happening as you're as you pass him,
How is
and you
the
grab
inventory?
the two bags from the back of his body.
How's the backstory go?
Wait, no, the strap. Sorry, you kind of grab the straps and rip them away from him. As he looks over, he's like, "What the
The
hell?"
what?
And you're standing there. Well,
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm wondering what that would do.
sounds
So
fun. Yeah.
yeah, the sonic boom hits him. He kind of goes flying, and you grab the 2 bags of money as he goes flying. And he just kind of
Goodbye.
flies away, going, "Oh God!" Ah!"
Sounds about right.
And hits the ground.
Eat things
He's
and
like,
walk.
Blasting off again.
and he pretty much smashes into a car nearby because that's a lot of force from a freaking sonic boom right
Yeah.
there. So it's like, God damn, the hell you doing? As he kind of gets back up.
Okay,
You know, I'm trying to make a living here.
Yeah, this is a bit. You can get a normal job. I don't know. Robbing banks is kind of dumb. You always end up in prison.
I'm
God damn. Yeah.
I'm back at where we all started at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I?
You saw Paradox pretty much just bolt after him after he started going.
Wait,
Do I
so are we
see-
starting it as we know? Okay, we supposedly know each other already. Or is
Yeah,
this-
that's how
Okay,
masks
that we're
works.
doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're already part of a team.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were doing the opening sequence, playing it out instead of
Do we?
Yeah, because we still haven't done that yet.
those questions.
Hmm.
Do I see any civilians that are immediately in danger because Paradox just fucking annihilated the street with a sonic boom?
At the moment, there doesn't seem to be like people are kind of running away right now. Like some cars kind of like swerve to a stop, like nearby where all this is happening. But for the most part, people are not in danger at the moment.
All right, slow 17-year-old sprint go.
Oh no!
And then Zurlai starts chasing after him as well.
Oh yeah, they're not too far down the street, so you're able to kind of catch up with them. What are you doing, Ollie?
Rip.
Sheebs.
Sheeb.
Sheebs.
No. Rip.
No.
Could I say that as I'm running up towards them, I would like to kind of reach down like I'm picking something up off the ground with my hand as I'm running by, and just skim the tips of my fingers along the concrete, and just grab the concrete into my body.
Yeah, sure.
With my power. All right, now I'm concrete sprinting my way down the street.
So even slower.
At the moment, the guy's attention seems to be pretty much focused on Paradox, as she was the one that showed up, and he's going to pretty much he puts out his hands. He's like, I ain't got time to deal with heroes like you, and launches a like a sonic blast at you.
I ain't got time to deal with this shit.
You just hear a boing as like just the ground coming towards you just starts ripping up. What are you gonna do?
Me.
Yeah.
Am
who
I able to have like my mech kind of like slam down in between them?
Yeah, sure. Roll a defend.
What do I roll?
Plus savior.
Yeah, plus savior.
2d6 plus savior.
Mm-hmm.
What is my savior? 0.
No. Well, so pretty much you're in the mech, right?
No, I'm telepathically controlling it. It was in like one of the parking spots along the street, so I'm just having it kind of lift up and then fly over and slam down in front of
So,
Haley.
yeah, the mech flies down and it's a pretty much hits the ground right in front of Paradox. But what you didn't realize is that as the sonic boom goes up and to hit Paradox and your mech, it hits your mech and the mech flies into Paradox.
Oh man, super speed run out of here.
And Paradox. Well, hold on, quick.
Are we using
There's
hurt?
something I forgot. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is everyone okay with? Would anyone want to use harm?
Sure.
It's
Cool with it.
another. It's like a
I'm not
side
familiar
menu
with it, but
thing.
sure.
Everyone has to. You have 6 boxes of harm. I'll tell you when you take harm. Every time you take a powerful blow, you'll get 1 harm. If you get 6 harm, you die. If you have 3 harm or more than 3 harm, then things that were like directly engage a threat might be in unleash your powers. Like it'd be harder to do. But yeah, so everyone is going to have 6 harm. Or 6 harm boxes, pretty much. At the moment, nobody has any harm, but Paradox, I want you to take a powerful blow, and Galtorn, I want you to mark guilty.
Wow.
Yes.
So, because I would imagine that you kind of feel a little guilty that you couldn't have done anything that like you kind of made it worse almost.
Wow.
Eh.
Great.
Well, like you're all right, so you don't take a harm. You weather the blow.
Yep. I'm like, or maybe just kind of duck under it.
Yeah.
Maybe only get partially hit.
Yeah, so like the mech kind of comes towards you and it takes most of the blow and you're able to kind of quickly duck underneath it as it kind of goes flying backwards. It's like this guy that you're all fighting kind of like looks over, he's like, "The hell?" Like and sees the rest of you guys. Looks like we got ourselves a little superhero team here. Well, no matter, and he's going to just charge at you, Paradox, trying to get the money away. I want you to take yet another powerful blow.
Could I try to defend Paradox?
Yes,
In my
you can.
concrete form?
Before you take the powerful blow, yeah.
All right.
All right, so that is 2d6 plus Savior, which I have 0 right now.
Rip.
Rip.
Oh no.
Everyone's trying to protect, but just failing.
Well,
I will mark that harm and I guess 2 conditions.
yeah. All right. Yeah, so you can mark 2 conditions and take 1 harm. What conditions are you marking?
Probably angry and Hmm.
So I rolled a 5, so that just means I don't get there in time.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
you're not able to get there in time, and he's able, like, you pretty much run up and try to grab onto him, but he moves just too fast as, like, he kind of launches himself with like a sonic propulsion kind of thing.
I'm
and you
imagining
can-
it looks like a football, or like when you play Madden and somebody's on a breakaway with the football down the goddamn field, and you're like, no, and you dive and you just like fucking flop on the ground and watch as they speed away.
Yeah, I'm gonna take angry
Kind
and
of.
afraid.
Yeah, so as he lunges at you, kind of punches you, like pretty much like Sonic punches you away while grabbing the money, and he just keeps running.
Assuming he's running away from us.
Yeah, he's running away from you guys. Yeah, sure. Roll to unleash your powers, I would think, with that. Yeah, plus freak.
I don't know what your freak is. Oh no.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Oh wait, I got a potential for missing. Yeah.
Oh,
Rip.
Also, for
So-
every roll you miss, you get a potential.
yeah.
So, do I have a potential?
Yes. All right. Well, let me think for a second how this happens. So you go to make a fire barrier, and you are able to make the fire barrier, but instead of it like just surrounding him, it just kind of goes off all over the area, and it's like a fire explosion almost. And they're like, people get pretty much thrown against like civilians get thrown into the sides of buildings a bit.
Oh no 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 no. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
Paradox.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run and get the civilians.
I'll put out the
grab all of
fire.
them.
Yeah, but the guy, the guy was pretty much able to dodge this as well. He kind of jumped into the air, and falls down. You know, I'm just going to use his name. You guys would have probably seen this guy like once before. His name is Wave Rocker. Yeah.
Wave race.
And he always uses the power of sound and sonic and dubstep and that kind of stuff.
Like the dubstep gun from Saints Row.
Pretty much, except without all the super flowers.
So he's boring.
No, not entire. Well, I mean, he's not shooting out colors. His suit is kind of like it has LED lights and stuff that flash on it and such.
He's stealing your gimmick.
This you.
Paradox, he's stealing your gimmick.
I know. I'm the Tron light. I have
He's
Tron
like-
lights.
After the explosion goes off, he looks around. He's like, guess you guys got your hands filled. I'll just be going now, and like another blah as he just starts flying away again.
I think Galtorn and Ollie need to give chase while we handle the situation with the civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I got
just
the
have
best
my ship
solution right
fly
now.
over to me and like grab onto it, starting to pull myself in while I fly over to Ollie if they intend to grab on, or otherwise let them run or start chase
All right.
while I crawl into the thing.
So yeah, you guys start giving chase. What about Paradox, Pega? What are you guys doing? He's staying
Quickly
here.
grabbing the civilians. Oh goodness.
Zuralas is gonna run towards the nearest fire hydrant, and while in a concrete form, is gonna sprint at it and drop kick it.
Okay. I'm going to say there is currently like a couple cars that have been set on fire. So I'm going and you're gonna need to put these out. So I'm gonna have you roll a defend. And I'll have it kind of be, we'll have it be like an assisted defend. You guys have we're just gonna say 3 team in the pool at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want Paradox, you can just add like a team like a +1 to that.
Yeah. I'll add a plus one to that.
Don't bother.
All right then. Never mind. Yeah, so you kind of go and like change your fist into the metal on the fire hydrant and just smack down on one of the nozzle of it pretty much.
Yeah.
As the water just starts shooting everywhere, and you and Paradox just kind of direct the water towards like the entire area, like a sprinkler. Like I just imagine Paradox running in circles in such a way that it would the water away.
I'll
all
add a
right.
team to the pool with that.
Okay. So hold on.
Can I say I drop kicked the fire hydrant's nozzle because that sounds a lot cooler?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Geltorn and Ollie, you guys are chasing after this guy as he's like skimming down the street on his hover boots, blasting loud music. And he looks behind him and sees you guys like, man, you guys just don't know when to give up. And he reaches his hand, puts his hands out to both sides, and is about and like unleashes a pretty much a blast of sonic. Sorry, I'm catching my breath here. Like a blast of sound into the 2 buildings nearby as debris starts kind of falling down on people on the sidewalk and stuff. Yeah, like pretty much there's 2 different areas. Like there's 2 sides of the sidewalk that have debris coming down on the civilian.
I'm gonna have to slide my machine over to kind of try and knock away some of them on the one side, but I'm gonna jump out and continue trying to run as probably in a slightly comical way.
Okay.
My person's not exactly an Earth Runner deal.
All right, roll defend. I would assume both of you are trying to defend, so you can both roll a defend plus savior. So. Oh. So, Geltorn. Oh God.
Did we mention that we need a different dice bot?
I don't know. It's looking pretty well on my point of view.
Yeah, I don't think it's the dice bot. I'm sorry.
Why'd
So,
you call the curse? Why did you call the curse?
I don't. If you want, Geltorn, you are able to use Team Selfishly to gain another +1, because I don't think Ollie can really help when she has her own problems to deal with. Do you have the move sheet where it says using Team Selfishly? If you want to do one of the things on there, you can.
I probably have it, I just don't know which one it's under.
When you act selfishly, say your actions, ignore or insult your teammates. Remove 1 team from the pool and shift 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. Use this option after rolling to alter the label you're rolling with.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you'd have to say how your you can act selfishly, and you have to say how your actions ignore and insult your teammates.
So what are they rolling to do now? Just so I'm
They're
What happened
trying
to
to save
Oliver?
civilians that, like, more civilians that this guy, Wave Rocker, is putting in danger.
That's
Oh.
easy. Use Ollie as a shield.
And then what happened?
You...
Oh. Aww.
I mean, am I wrong?
No, I mean, you're not wrong. Do you want to use a team for one more, or do you want to just
I don't have
leave it
any
at one?
way that I'd be able to insult them. I mean, the only thing I can say is I would have
Let's
realized my fail and turned around with like my railgun
Actions
or
that
my
are
line gun.
insulting them, not
Yeah,
you.
It's not like they're actually insulting them. It's like you're
Right.
putting...
I just don't have any way that I'd end up doing that. Because the only thing I'd be doing is whipping around and firing a railgun shell into something that was falling above someone.
Is to speak to or treat with disrespect or scornful abuse. As a noun, it means a disrespectful or scornfully abusive remark or action. So an action that you do that could be seen as disrespectful because, I don't know, maybe you're using Ollie as a shield or something, or not really caring too much. Yeah, like something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
Like I said, the only thing I can do at this point is basically whip around, pull out either my railgun or my line gun, and fucking fire at what's falling.
Oh, maybe you almost hit Ollie.
Or like I shoot
Not
the
really
things.
paying attention.
I can shoot the things, blow them up, but send the pieces flying at Ollie. I guess.
All right.
Ollie just having a bad day today.
Yeah.
So does that roll, question, GM, if you roll bad, right?
Yeah.
But are able to spend a team to bump it up to a hit, does that still give you a potential or no?
No.
Okay. Just so it's clear.
Yeah, so we'll say that the debris that you shoot kind of hits off and goes in, like, right towards Ollie and throws her off, and she's not he is not able to sorry. And he's not able to... That's part of the reason why he wasn't able to completely help all the civilians on the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, you got 7, so you get to choose one, I believe, from the defend.
From defend?
Yeah. But you also expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Which would you...
We can have pieces flying at me as well.
Okay. So
I'll return a team to the pool.
okay.
Yeah,
so it's the team pool will still be at 4.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much, as this happens, I want Geltorn to take a powerful blow. As actually also Ollie take a powerful blow. Yeah. So you just roll 2d6 plus the amount of conditions you have marked, which I don't think you have any.
I have guilty.
All right, so then you would add 1. Yeah. Oh.
Does that mean I'm like double dead?
You knocked the fuck out.
So you have to choose one. You have to remove yourself from the situation, lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way, or choose 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. Oh god. You also take a harm. Both of you take 1 harm.
Good news, you guys get potential for this.
No, they don't get potential for it.
This game blows.
So,
All right,
oh
so
god.
in the core rulebook, it's page 75 in case you want to look at it.
Yeah.
76, you're actually looking at the PDF.
I guess I'm just going to get taken out of the situation.
Get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
Basically.
so it's just going to come out like you blow up that bit of debris, you save the people underneath, but like a large chunk of concrete just comes up and hits you right in the side of the head, and you just like fall to the ground knocked out. What do you do, Ollie? It's you must remove yourself from the situation. You lose control of yourself or powers in a terrible way, or 2 options from the 7 to 9 list on.
I mean, you already lit the area on fire. Why not just continue that?
I'm back.
I mean, you already failed saving them too from the falling shit.
Yeah, I mean, no one like a lot of the debris pretty much fell onto them. There's people that got hit and knocked out, but I mean, it's not like people are dead.
You could take 2 from the
Congratulations,
7 to 9
first
list.
session. For first 20 minutes of the session, you burned down the whole city.
You could just mark 2 conditions and then like you could use your influence to shit on Galtorn. To make him get a condition as well. I mean, he did cause this.
I did not cause this shit to fall. I just caused it to fall at you.
Oh, by the way, on the 7th, you can also choose to take an additional harm. That's one of the things you can do. Yeah, like 2 conditions, and you'd have to pick one other thing from that list. If you want, you can take another harm.
Oh man, rip Ollie. I just saw that roll.
Galtorn did the same thing. Galtorn's knocked out.
I rolled 2 6s in a 1 with a +1. At least Ollie had a 5 and a 6. No +1.
Well, looks like I gotta save my teammates.
Hey, I'm here too. I'm gonna need
Who's
to hitch a
fast?
ride.
Wait, you think I can lift you?
Yeah, I can turn myself in the cloth.
Okay, I was thinking you were going to be still concrete.
No, I can change my form.
Okay.
Alright. By the way, what was the... You chose 2 conditions, and what else? Sorry. The other options are you lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you mark another what's it called? Harm. Yeah.
Make Galtorn feel bad.
All right. What are you going to? You can either provoke him, or you can inflict a condition since you have influence over him. All right, then. What are you trying to tell him? I mean, he's kind of knocked out, though.
We'll say he hears this right as he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
So you have to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, like, what are you trying to tell him?
Jump off a cliff.
Yeah, I don't think you can really provoke him to do anything, so I'm going to probably say that you're going to have to use your influence to inflict a condition. So what condition do you want him to feel?
I'm already guilty. I'm already
if you
guilty.
want, then she can shift
He's
your labels,
sad
I believe, or he can shift your labels, I believe.
Give
if
me
you try to-
insecure, hopeless, angry, afraid. Or if you want to shift a label, I don't care.
Yeah, so she yells at you and makes you pretty much or he yells at God, I'm sorry.
Hey! And then you hit the face with a piece of concrete.
Yeah. What the heck? You're not supposed to do that. And then just concrete to the face.
Just
Anyway.
bricked.
Alright. Anyway, we'll go, well, the guy pretty much stops seeing that he went down. Wave Rocker stops as he sees that Galtorn goes down, and he's like, "Geez, I didn't think he'd pass out that quickly. Well, not my problem. See ya." And he pretty much goes like darts into an alley.
I'm assuming at this point, me and Paradox have contained the flames and are on.
Oh
our way.
yeah, you guys are starting to head your way. I mean, the guy moves fast, but not like extremely fast. Like, think maybe speed of a car.
Okay.
Of like a car moving in a city environment kind of fast. As long as it's not too traffic. Whatever. This is a really bad reference.
I'm
Anyway.
going to shift into cloth form by grabbing my costume.
Okay.
I hope you
And,
have some other materials on you as well. I have a plan.
All right. Is there any like loose pieces of concrete from the fight? Like one that's about the size of my hand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
You can
I'm gonna
pick that
grab.
up.
What are you streaming?
I'm gonna basically ride on
Okay.
Paradox, like piggyback
just
style,
wait.
I assume. Gonna have her zoom by so I can grab the piece of rock and have it in my hand so I'm ready.
On the
I have an idea.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Paradox has an idea. And I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
yeah.
Henry and me have the same idea.
Oh yeah, totally gonna slingshot you at the guy.
Yes! And then I'll shift the concrete.
Oh,
Do
the
her
way I
last
hit him.
bullet.
Yeah, so you get over there and you see Galtorn on the ground, passed out, and Ollie kind of chasing after
Oh, there's voices in it. Oh.
chasing after Wave Rocker as he darts into an alley. So what, you're going to slingshot Zuverlass?
You
Pretty
should
much,
do it
yeah,
after we get a
run
clear
really
shot of him.
fast, let go,
Okay.
and let the momentum carry Zuverlass forward up towards the guy.
Yeah, so you're running and like you get to the alleyway. He's pretty much going through an alley to get to the street on the other side. And you start running down the alley, and I would like you to make a I'd say, well, who would it be? I'd say Paradox, roll and unleash your powers first.
All right.
That determines on whether this is even going to work.
This is my freak right now.
Yeah.
Oh wait. This
Oh,
is
wait.
totally something that my future self could do, right? Totally within
Yeah.
their abilities. I'm gonna mark a condition and roll plus savior instead of freak.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. That's plus
I'm gonna
2.
be slightly insecure, but oh, even with the plus 2.
Well, bye guys.
Well-
It was nice knowing you.
If you you have two people here, two teammates here that can help you. You
I
just
got a
have to say
7.
how.
Yeah,
What is it? The problem stopping?
I guess so, probably.
Okay. What I could
Stopping
do,
in the right way.
Well, I can't really do that. I was gonna say like I could shift part of my body to concrete and make her heavier, right?
Yeah.
So like it would have more force on the ground, so she'd have more traction. To slow it
Yeah,
down.
sure.
That would work.
All right.
Ollie,
So
shout
that
words of encouragement.
yeah, sure. Why not? Ali shouts words of encouragement. Do you want to do that? I'll just let it happen. Throw that. Throw that hero. That's the advice.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Oh my god.
Fuck him up.
Anyway, I'll let you have the +2 for that then. So
Right.
so yeah, it's you have a 7, so it's going to probably let me see. You're going to either mark condition or actually I feel like it's going to mark a harm because you're going to stop and kind of tumble, but you're able to still get Zuverlast flying through the air.
All right.
So yeah, just mark a harm. Just yeah. And now Zuverlast, I want you to roll to directly engage a threat.
Wait a second. Let me look at what all will happen if I do that. Well, depending on what I roll. Okay, so I need to check.
Yep.
That is falls under danger.
Yep.
Give me a second. I want to check something. All right, my mask is currently embodying danger. Could I reaffirm my danger identity as a hero right now to switch my mundane with danger?
Yeah, sure.
While I'm in mid-flight. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to, like, I imagine my character, that Zuverlast, like, goes careening end over end off of Paradox's back, right? And then, like, rights herself in midair to, like, this, like, flying punch.
Yeah, I just, like, you're like a bullet, pretty much. Flying towards him.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's very effective. So, what are you doing for a 10+?
Alright, for a 10+,
yeah.
pick 2. I'm going to create an opportunity for my allies to come in and follow up by knocking him down and stunning him for a moment, and I'm also going to surprise him from the sudden attack.
Okay, so you're still gonna take damage. You're going to take a powerful blow because you're going to smack. Like, what's gonna happen is you hit him, like right in like the legs of his suit, and he flips over you, but you keep flying until you just kind of smack into the ground. So you're gonna take a powerful blow. So yeah. You said that you surprised or frightened him, correct? Yeah. Along with the opportunity? Yeah, so he did not expect that, first off. You smack into the ground, you take a powerful blow, but you're alright, you're made of concrete, you know?
I hit the ground, there's this huge impact, you see this, like, swath carved in the ground. As Zuverlast rolls and, like, tears up the concrete, and then just, you see her come to a stop and like the hero quotes.
Yeah. And the guy and Wave Rocker pretty much flips end over end in mid-air, and you just see sparks shooting out of his like the legs of his suit, and he just falls to the ground. He starts kind of like getting up, and he's like, I can't. He tries to pretty much. You see him like kind of jump up, but it just doesn't do anything. he's like scared shitless and just starts pretty much running in like just straight down the street that you guys just went to.
Superlass crits to a stop. She just goes, "You're not getting away that easy, motherfucker," and takes off after him in concrete form still.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
gonna run past both of them and kind of cut them off up front. Just be
Okay.
there as a cutoff.
Yeah, so you cut him off in front as Ollie and Zuverlas, you guys kind of surround him from the back. And he's like looking around, it's like, God, I can never catch a goddamn break.
I just want to know,
and
Zuverlas, after sprinting after him, is not going to stop. She's going to go for like a football style stomach tackle.
All right, roll to directly engage a threat.
That's another +3.
Just a sec.
That's
God,
another good one.
Oh my god!
Okay, what are you doing there? Oh my god.
How does it feel to be the me of the session?
This feels pretty good. I'm going to resist any of the blows he tries to give to me because I'm made of concrete. And I'm going to create an opportunity by basically tackling him and pinning him to the ground.
Yeah, so you create an opportunity, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you pretty much go up. He tries to blast you with sound and it just like it seems a lot weaker than it was before and just doesn't affect you as you just like football tackle him straight into the ground and he's like stuck on the ground. He's just kind of like he's afraid at this point. He's like he's like, no, I can't, no, look, it was just a job, man, come on.
Villainy never pays in my city.
He's like, you know what? You and I only got this one last thing, so but
Can I punch him in the face?
desperate times call desperate situations as he presses like a button on the side of his thing. No, I'm doing a hard move here. And a blast of sonic comes from the speaker like on his chest and blows you off. But he's still I want you to no, I'm not gonna have you take anything. You're just gonna kind of fly from that. But he is still in an like people. You guys can still have an opportunity on him. I don't know who wants to.
He still has to get up, so I'm kind of eaten up at the moment by being flung into the air.
Yeah.
I'm out cold.
Or yeah, Ollie, you want to just go up and like knock him out? All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. So
I'll
it's
definitely
plus
help try to
superior.
knock him out.
So I'll add a team to the pool, or take away a team.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Well, all right. All right then.
Knock him the fuck out.
Yeah, so there's no need to do anything else. You straight like go up to him. He's like trying to get up, and you just like donkey punch him in like the back of the head as he's trying to get up, and he's just down.
And I take the money from him as he's falling.
Fucking donkey punch him.
I was about to say, is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I did say donkey punch.
I'm gonna go put this money back in the bank.
I think that is the word for it, right? Or am I just stupid?
Donkey punch is when you punch a chick in the back of the head when you're having sex with her.
Oh.
What?
I
don't know how I know this. I googled it. The first image that appears is the crappy reconstruction of it with.
I am very sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
That's what I thought it was, so I googled it just to be sure.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that, and I'm so sorry.
We all need to see this. Hold on.
I don't. I don't.
We all need to see this.
It's a
So
stick
I'm
figure.
just going to say you punch.
No. I want to see it.
I killed him.
Anyway, money back to bank now.
Yeah, so like you start you like start picking up the money as cops start to surround the area, and a lot of them like all the cop cars pull up and like pretty much make a blockade, and they start getting out their guns. Is like, put the money down.
All right.
Like they're all putting they're like, get on the ground now.
All right. I was just taking it.
Go-
I got it stolen.
Pick up one of the officers and take him to the real villain. Where?
So wait, do you guys comply or?
I'm already on the ground.
Well, yeah,
I'm
you're already
on my
past
back
that.
in a crater right now, so I don't know what they want me to do.
So, like the cops start approaching you as you hear another voice in the back of the air of like all the cop cars be like, stand down, soldiers, stand down. As
Soldiers.
well, not soldiers, stand down, men. Sorry. And,
Yeah, there you go.
stand down, men. As a person that you guys would all kind of recognize, he's been on the news every once in a while.
Commissioner
he's,
Jorge.
No, he's one of the more well-known lieutenants of the city. Lieutenant Davis kind of approaches. He's like, can't you men see that these people that these people are heroes and not sorry, I have music on as well. I need to turn that off.
As he's saying that, you just see Zuverlast in the background trying
That's
to
why
pull
you
her
gotta
arm
do
out of the concrete.
lyricless music.
Yeah.
There's like a Zuverlast-sized imprint on the ground as she's
Yeah.
trying to pull her arm out of like the crater.
Yeah. These people stopped a robbery. What the hell are you men think you're doing? One of the officers kind of speaks up. He's like, but sir, the commissioner said, I don't give a damn what the commissioner said. These people, these people saved the civilians. All right?
Also endangered them, but he doesn't need to know that.
Right.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Molly.
One of the cops actually speaks up and like does mention look over, aim at Ollie. Sir, that one to put civilians directly in danger.
I will once I pry my arm out of the ground, step in between the man's line of fire and Ollie and be like, it was an honest mistake and it was quickly taken care of by myself and by Paradise. No civilian lives were lost, and any damages can be fixed quite easily.
Yeah, Davis looks over, is like, put your goddamn gun down. The guy pretty much like reluctantly puts his gun down. You can see him kind of like at you guys, and as he starts walking back towards the cop cars. Lieutenant Davis kind of comes up. He's like, sorry about that. Men are kind of quick to put up the gun towards any, superpowers or any supers.
Zuverlast nods and just goes, they're only doing their job, sir. I completely understand. As are we.
Now, I'll be honest. What you got, work you guys did was pretty sloppy. I'm just giving you guys the benefit of the doubt, as I know you guys are new around here. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that you guys have apprehended this perp, but if this kind of stuff keeps happening in the future, I'm not going to be able to I'm not gonna be able to stop these men from trying to take you in.
Zerlas nods in understanding, but stays silent. She's also wondering where the fuck her teammates are, because internally she's freaking the fuck out.
I'm right here.
And all of you are just kind
I'm
of silent as
down
well.
the street.
Galtorn's still out cold.
I'm down the street.
Oh yeah, that
Marine
guy. I forgot
citizen.
about him.
Yeah.
In the middle of the conversation, Paradox just zooms off and she zooms back, and like Galtor's just limp in her arms.
I just drop him. Found him.
You just drop him on the ground. Alright. Yeah, so he just kind of hits the ground with a thumb. He's like, and Davis looks at us like, do you need ambulances to, or medics to look at your friend there?
I don't think they would be much help.
I don't know what they could do.
Yeah.
Well, I know how you guys work, how you guys run. You might want to get out of here soon before anyone else shows up.
I can do
Trust
that.
me. Trust me, I know how people act. I mean, I used to work over in Goldhaven, so.
Zerlas lets the concrete mode kind of shift down, and she shifts back to human form.
Yeah.
Just.
Does someone have a bucket of water that we can pour on him, maybe?
I mean, you could probably just carry him. That would probably be faster. Let's be real here.
I would rather not. I would rather have, his mech be able to get out of the way too. Whatever the thing is that he has. That would be a problem.
Just go super speed a little bit. Just smack him around.
That would make it worse, I would
The
say.
wind through his hair, and the bugs hitting his face.
No, like you guys remember Hero Academia when All Might wakes up Midoriya, like episode 1. Like that, just
Yeah, we're gonna go get some water and pour it on him.
That hydrant should still be spraying.
Alright. Do you guys flee the scene now?
I guess we'll leave.
yes,
I mean, I'm
going
kind
to.
of at the mercy at whatever's going on.
Yeah. By the way, what we're going to use as a way to say that Nero wasn't here is we're just going to say that he's having a software update.
He stopped responding.
Anyway. So yeah, you guys kind of are you going to go meet up at the hideout, or where are you guys going?
Probably hideout first, yeah.
Wait, so am I woken up then?
I'd say after a little while you start waking up. You're kind of like it's only a couple more minutes, and you start like kind of coming back into consciousness, as like you're like on Paradox's back pretty much, as she's running.
Why am I the one lifting? I'm like
because
one
you're
of the smaller ones.
Or who? Well, who?
I can't really carry that much.
I feel like Ollie could definitely.
I feel like my character would be obscenely heavy because I'm like half robotic.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, no.
So I'm actually back on the street then. Paradox wouldn't actually have been able to lift me.
Yeah.
Unless you just fucking dragged me by my leg down the street, honking my head off.
I don't know. Were you knocked out where the fire was?
No, she was knocked out.
Past that. Just a little bit past that.
I will, the fire hydrant is still going off. I'm gonna, direct the spray towards him and his face so he can wake up.
You, run around in circles till you have it in, in a small text so that you can just fit right down on him.
Yep, little water spout.
So, yeah, Paradox wakes you up. You get a splash of water to the face.
Or maybe
why
more
does
than
my head hurt, and why does it feel like I wet myself?
Okay, we gotta go. Get your stuff ready.
What?
We gotta go. Get your stuff ready.
Hold on, let my vision clear. how many of you right now?
There's no time. The police are gonna shoot us.
As you
I
said,
don't
you
think I
guys
should
have communicators, so.
I don't think I should be concussioned in driving, but I'll give it a try.
Do you have a stealth drive in that thing?
No.
Well, never mind then. You got to drive.
I've got telepathic control.
That's better.
So I'm gonna just set it to fly straight up really high and then just fucking follow above me, I guess.
As
And
you're just
try to
kind of,
follow.
it's like it's moving back and forth erratically because I mean, you have a minor concussion,
Yeah, you know.
but you get back to the base all right. Let me ask, what does this base look like that you guys have? Like, where is it? What does it kind of look like?
It's not the pizza joint again, is it?
It's not the pizza joint.
This is your guys' base, so.
Sheeb's picked the actual like base for us as her mentor's thing.
So,
yeah.
If you
Sheebs,
want-
what would your mentor provide us? And then we can furnish it beyond that.
Hidden base, simple robots, and communicators according to the character sheet. So we have a hidden base with robot butlers.
You know I'd be messing around tinkering with those all the time.
If you want, maybe we could say that it's underneath, or the hidden base is part of the pizza shop. I mean, the
Yes.
first game we didn't have a base. We just met at a pizza shop. We just mentioned the pizza shop.
Why couldn't it be tacos?
Like, I can give an example
I
of
don't
what
want to be under a Taco Bell. Do you know
It'd
how
just be like a
horrible that
bunch
would
of
be?
yeah. They just smell all the
Like a taqueria, not like a Taco Bell.
Listen, we should go if we're gonna go a taco place. We need to go like Hotheads or something.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even
It's
know
like
what Hot
Subway. It's like Subway, but like
It's
or-
Mexican Subway.
Oh,
Are you
I meant
familiar
like
with
a-
Chipotle?
is it a taco Chipotle?
It's basically a build a burrito place.
Oh,
kinda
so
like
like Mucho
Subway.
Gusto.
So kind of like Subway's a build a sub thing, build a burrito.
Yeah, we have a thing like that, but it's called Mucho Gusto.
Oh god, that's even worse. No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's her hidden.
No.
It's his hidden base. It's
What just happened?
The combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell.
Oh my god, that exists.
What the hell can I eat?
Oh my god. I remember my town used to have a combination Taco Bell Long John Silver's. Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway. So, you guys' base is underneath a Taco Bell combination Pizza Hut?
Yay.
Can it at least be the? Can it at least be the good versions of those two? Like
Yeah, it's the
those kind of things.
It's like a taco. It's like a taco pizza place. It's really weird.
Wait, does it serve taco pizzas?
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, yes.
And pizza tacos.
That's slightly yes. Less. Yeah. I don't know how that would turn out. Taco pizza, I can understand. I've actually had that. But a pizza
It's like
taco?
a spaghetti taco.
Yeah, you pretty much you put the ingredients of a pizza inside a taco.
Ew.
What? It's
You
not.
know,
It
there's
doesn't sound that bad.
It'd be like a pizza roll
Yeah.
because there's soft shell tacos too.
That's true, but that's a little bit different. Also, I'll be right back. I think I smell the food being done.
Oh my god.
Alright. Well, we gotta wrap this up soon. I'm guessing, correct, Geltorn? You
No,
got.
they're not going tonight.
Oh, they're not going tonight.
And then Sheebs. Oh well.
Huh.
Well then.
Well, this isn't gonna go very much longer anyway. So, anyway, so you guys all meet up at what is this place called? We got to come up with a name for this place.
Low calzone zone.
the Cal Zone.
The low calzone zone.
All right then.
Local zone?
No, the low calzone zone.
You know what? And you guys are in lower. You know what? Viron City is in Lower California, so I mean it makes sense.
Rip me, it's not done quite yet.
I thought that's what he meant when he said local.
Oh, I wasn't sure. What is this from?
It's an actual meme.
Oh no.
Is that why you fucking called it? That came up with that?
Yes.
What the hell?
Hey, RC's here.
RC!
We're not
Where
ending
is that
soon. I'm trying to find the scene with this in it.
Anyway. So, sup? How you guys doing? Where you guys at here in the
Eating a bunch of food.
I would have gone straight to the secret base and would have chilled there for debriefing.
So how do you get to the secret base? Like, what's the entrance like here?
I don't know.
Yeah!
Do you guys like you go through the drive-through and you order something extremely specific and it just opens up like a set of stairs, or is it just like there's a cellar door in the back of this place?
I would prefer there to be like a hidden elevator, right? Like a super fast like
drive-through would be very, very noticeable.
Yeah.
Like hidden like somewhere where the elevator just goes.
Walk in like we work there. Yeah.
Just go into the back.
Well, I mean,
It's a certain
Ollie's mom.
specific booth.
Does Ollie's mom run this place then? Because I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
We'll assume that they own own like the if
The
not
franchise.
not the franchise, then at least the building.
We'll say you own the franchise. It's a small. It's like a mom and pop shop.
It's like a how you say, like if there was a thieves guild, it would be like this is a place that's nice to the thieves. Like each of them are like a safe house or something, but this is like a specific one.
It's a really small franchise. All right.
I'm buying a bunch of food because I have to.
Yeah, there's just like you just have access to food. You get like half off discount because of the fact that you're a part of
Good.
this team.
Good, because you know how much speedsters have to eat?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
They have to
There's
have,
just like there's like a dumbwaiter in the back of the itself that sends food directly down into the secret base. All right. So you guys all meet up in your base, and Paradox immediately starts eating.
Yep. Gotta heal these injuries somehow. It's
Hi.
RC.
Hey, we found Nero. He's in the base, charging.
Yep. Oh, rip. Mute.
Like he's almost done with his firmware update.
Sounds about right.
Hmm.
Traffic noises.
Traffic noises. So yeah, what are you guys doing then?
Eating. I don't know what anyone else
You're
is doing.
eating.
Fair.
Said this repeatedly. I would say Zuverlass. We don't have a supercomputer or anything. We just sort of have the base and then the robots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm assuming we have a meeting room, kind of a sort.
Yeah, I'd say this is, I mean, it's kind of a small base, but I'd say you'd have like a couple rooms. You'd have like the main rec room. You'd have like a small meeting room, and then like a bathroom.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'd say actually a larger bathroom where you guys can keep extra pairs of clothes and such. Yeah. It's like a full full on bathroom. A little bit larger because it needs to have the room for all of you.
It'd be a four bed apartment size. Those aren't that small.
Yeah.
So
For two bedroom apartment. I don't remember how big what the size was.
I'd say something like a
Agree.
2-bedroom apartment, but without any bedroom.
Right.
we'll probably have to expand the size of the base at some point, though, just because sheeps can pick up as an advancement for additional resources.
Well, yeah, like
Right.
this is a place that can be upgraded more.
All right.
I mean, I gotta figure somewhere where to hide my mech and or my Kirby craft and play with it and stuff.
There's like an area on the top of this building that like houses it. It's like a small like shed-like thing on the top of the building.
Okay.
Like it looks normal, like it's just another part of the building, but it's actually a small
I'm sure I'm
storage
not the
area.
only one that needs a workshop though either.
I mean,
Yeah.
Zuverlass would appreciate like a small training area.
I'd say the rec room has a small area for that as
Paradox will just play ping pong with herself, I guess.
okay. Getting that Quicksilver on.
Yeah.
That's basically your inspiration, yeah.
Yeah.
Also Kid Flash. Everything. No, that's my training. Totally playing ping pong with myself. Training air quotes.
So Paradox is eating like a glutton.
While
Oh, yeah, I have to.
while playing ping pong.
Zuverlass is probably just practicing with the heavy bag in the rec room then until everyone gets back to the base.
Calthorn's kind of grabbing an ice pack and then fixing the scratches on his mech.
Does he have a place to store that?
Yeah, we already talked about it. It's up on the roof.
Listen, I was looking at calzones, okay?
I'm hungry. Fuck you.
My dinner is not done yet.
You just need to go to the locale calzone zone.
So, you guys are all kind of just chilling here. Nero is still like Nero has a small corner he like plugs in and has updates and stuff. Are you okay with this, RC? Because
he's in the voice chat, Galtorn.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for him to
I'm
reply.
telling Galtorn because Galtorn's asking.
Oh.
I was asking if RC had headphones, but what was it the way his family is, since he's in the car, or is he just blasting it out, listening to us? They're all listening to us.
Yeah, because I was just saying that like the reason you weren't here is because you were downloading. It just couldn't be helped. But anyway, you were all chilling down in this base when you hear the elevator kind of open up, and out steps. What is your mother's name, Ollie? All right. Dragonfire.
Neat.
Hold on. I'm thinking. I mean, if everyone else is okay with Nero's mechanic friend, the
Nero's
civilian.
mom.
Yeah, Nero's mom, pretty much. I don't remember whether it was
You mean Ollie's mom?
No. I'm talking like if you check in Game Talk. One sec.
Hold on, let me pull up the thing.
Yeah.
The newborn has a creator or caretaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
Okay, in the outside, or in the, not the outside, in the newborn's playbook, right? On its in the limited edition playbooks book.
Yeah.
It says on the under an advancement, under the when you've taken the 5 advances from the top list, you can start taking from the bottom list. On the bottom list, it just says create a second character. What does that mean? Like, you get a second character to play? Or is it like he gets his own like NPC joined, or does he have someone? Does he get to create someone already for when he switches out?
What is going on? What are you reading? Where?
I don't know.
The newborn.
Which part?
Advancement, second section.
Create a second character.
What?
What does that
What
mean?
did you guys mean?
One sec.
He's googling it.
I don't know if anyone actually has said anything.
No one's noticed yet.
Oh god.
Listen to the session. Well, kind of.
See, I was wondering if it was something like my thing, where if I mark off all of the checkboxes of my future self, I become an NPC.
There's absolutely nothing that I'm seeing when I put this into Google.
Oh boy.
Do you think if I sent a tweet to
You should do
to
it.
Magpie Games, they would
Do it,
answer?
just-
I think
see
they would
what they would
answer,
answer.
but I don't know what exactly they'd say.
I don't know if anyone
Do it.
I feel like I'd have to. No, Wolf. I feel like once everything comes out, they'll send out a couple extra clarifying things because they haven't put out all the limited edition stuff yet, as far as I'm aware. So.
So, if I find out and do 5 of these bad things that my future self has done, I just become an NPC antagonist. Rip me.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Hold on. I'm quickly looking at something because I haven't checked their backer kit updates in a little while. They put out something new.
But yeah, I'm cool personally with letting Nero's mom coming down into the base and ripping open his guts to repair him.
Mom, quotation marks.
Mem.
Mim. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, there's the civilian that's Nero's mom that's down here as well. She usually doesn't interact with you guys as much. We're just going to kind of ignore that at the moment right now. We'll figure more of that out next time, probably. But anyway, so...
Anyways, continue.
Ollie's mom comes down through the elevator, and she just kind of walks out silently. Like, it's just dead silent, I'm guessing, like, as soon as she comes in.
Still stuffing my
there's a couple of echoing like hits on the heavy bag until Zuverlass notices that she showed up, in which case
Yeah.
she stops.
Ping pong ball.
And
Rolls off the table.
she doesn't look happy.
Oh
Can I get another ice pack?
Someone's getting grounded.
Can I get another ice pack?
There goes RC.
So she looks around at all of you, just like, and just locks on Ollie.
Oh no.
And
I have been.
and she's like, Oliver? Now,
He's coming back tonight, I'm hoping.
I'm very disappointed in all of you.
How's he doing?
Do any of you realize how many people got hurt today? Anyone?
I raised my hand.
I got hurt.
I raised my hand.
There are 6 people in the hospital today. One of them is severely injured. Also, all the property damaged in the city that you caused, it's going to take at least like several months to figure out what's done.
You can't see Zuverlass's face, but she's basically like on the verge of tears.
She sighs, kind of puts a hand in her face, and she's like, look, I gave you guys this place, and because I thought that you would all be able to handle this.
And you know that that me and my team, I'm not always able to be here, and I give you guys the responsibility you asked for, but I can't. I feel like I can't rely on all of you. Now, you guys, I'm going to give you all one more chance, because this has been happening too often. But you need to get your act together, all right? And she kind of like just looks around at all of you.
Zeralass is staring at her feet.
I mean, you guys did take down Wave Rocker. He's not the easiest to take down, I'll give you that. But you have to be more careful, okay? She like looks around again. Okay?
I try.
At that like very almost kind of snarky remark, she like just stares daggers at you.
I cower down
Take a powerful blow.
I want you. What do you have any? What conditions don't you have marked?
I have angry and guilty marked at the moment. I can mark afraid or
yeah, I'd say mark
hopeless.
afraid. Mark afraid. I also
add 1 harm.
I would like everyone to she's also going to be using her influence. I should have done this earlier. But she's going to try and like, cuz she's saying that you guys weren't able to save people. So I want you to lower down your superior, or not superior, savior, and up your superior, cuz she's saying that you like there's certain things you need to think through more.
Down savior, up superior?
Yeah. I know that's a little weird considering what she denies and stuff, but I feel like in this situation, it makes
Wouldn't
sense.
that be up danger?
Actually, yeah, up danger. Up danger and down savior.
Give me a second. I wanna.
Do any of you reject or?
That's what I'm trying to look at to see like what I'd have to roll, or see if it really should be an option. Because if
if it's going to, you had +3 danger, correct?
at the moment, yes, but that's
yeah,
because
so
I swapped my mask roll with my mundane.
Yeah,
So
then that's going to make you have it's going to inflict a condition on you instead.
Well, here's the question though. Would it do that, considering that my danger and my mundane would just switch back at the next session?
Is that what it's supposed to do?
Yeah, it's not a permanent thing. What it does is that once per session, I can affirm whether or not I want to represent my mask or my secret identity, right? And it swaps my mundane with my danger.
Yeah, but it doesn't change back.
It does not? Okay.
No. Yeah, it permanently swaps that.
Ooh.
But yeah, so she's going to inflict guilty on you then. I don't know if Zeralass already has guilty. I don't think you do.
I don't have any conditions at the moment.
Yeah, so you're going to be inflicted with guilty then.
I would like to try and reject the influence.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to be doing that.
Then yeah, just roll to do it, and then you'll tell me how.
And I don't add anything to it, do I?
What happens if you?
No, because you're not delinquent.
Well,
Well,
I guess Last tries to speak up and defend herself a little bit, but she's,
So-
it's Phoebe kind of
yeah.
the reins here and just sort of she stammers and mutters and doesn't really say anything. She just can't. Get
Yeah,
words out.
that's and because of that, it does another condition. It's probably going to be insecure,
Damn it.
insecure and guilty.
Fantastic. But at least I get
So-
one. At least I get a potential, correct?
Yeah, you do mark a potential.
All right.
So yeah, your yeah. So she like looks around. Did anyone else rejected her
Try to.
or try to?
Fuck you, Mom. You're not my real
Yeah.
mom.
If you look on the, did you download the basic move sheet that I put up the PDF? Yeah, it'll be in there. You'll see in the second page it says influence, and it says when you reject someone's influence towards the bottom. You just roll 2d6. All right. So you get to choose one of those things then.
Fuck you, Mom. You're not my real mom.
You're a clear condition.
You have to act to prove them wrong, though.
Yeah. What are you going to do to act to prove your mom wrong? Or like, what are you going to say? Yeah, I knew that I should have waited. I should have trained you more, and look, you know what? From now on, we're going to be doing more training, all right? Because I don't think that you can handle your powers yet. Look, this is for your own good, all right? We don't want any more of that happening. As she kind of gestures like at the TV, which is kind of showing the destruction that is happening right now, like on the news. With like the headline of like super teens wreck city in pursuit of villain. Yeah. And she looks around and is like, all of you need to be more conscious of what's going on and the civilians around you, all right? In the future, I don't want this to happen, or I'm going to have me and my team are going to have to shut you guys down.
Zuberlass is dead quiet, but in her head is just like flashing back to her stopping the fire and knocking out the guy and not really doing any problems.
Yeah. Do I make myself clear?
Galtor nods.
And she looks over at Paradox and Zuberlass.
Zuberlass still staring at her feet, kind of just dejected.
Paradox? Haley?
Rip Haley.
Haley. I
9:53
think she went.
p.m.
I think she's in shock.
8 minutes ago. Haley, dinner, BRB, off topic.
Oh, dang it! I didn't see
Oh
that.
yeah.
All right. We'll say yes. Anyway, so she's going to she kind of like looks around and looks up back over at Ollie. And it's just like we're gonna start training again. What was it? Double training starting next week. Well, you're gonna have to figure out how to get your homework in there too.
Was that all of us or just her?
That was just Ollie at the moment. And she kind of like looks at all of you again, and it's just like, I have other business to attend to. If anything comes up and you guys need me, you just you can use your communicators. Otherwise,
Fuck off.
yeah.
Otherwise, keep out of trouble.
Yeah, otherwise keep out of trouble.
Don't blow up the fucking buildings.
Yeah. So she kind of goes to the elevator again. The doors kind of close and she's gone. And you're all left here feeling kind of dejected. Is there anything anyone wants to say?
Zuverlas keeps staring at her feet for a little bit, for like a minute or two after she leaves, and then just like all of a sudden, just breaks out of like her trance and just turns and starts waylaying on the heavy bag again. Like with much more gusto than she was before.
All right. Well,
Isaac's kind of just gonna try and find another ice bag.
okay. I think we'll kind of end there then. I feel like that's pretty much all that needs to be said with this.
Oh, you lit the building on fire.
So we kind of so I'm gonna do a little bit of an end card here. And we zoom out from the city, zoom out and out until we and it zooms back into an alley. Like you see a top-down view. There's someone just kind of walking through an alley late here at night, and we zoom back down to the person that's walking through there, and they look around for a second as a snap is heard, and looks around as like, is anyone, and a figure just kind of comes over this person, clutching their mouth and like making the covering their scream.
It's Neck Snapper.
As
he snaps necks.
The next second, the person is gone. The alley is empty.
The next second.
End of session.
It's Neck Snapper. He snaps necks. I'm the evil villain Neck Snapper. My power is I snap necks.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I have a video.
Is it all fine?
Watch it, just me. Well, we can save that till after this part. End of session moves. That's a thing. I don't want to forget that because I almost always do. So, anyway, the end of every session, each person chooses one of these. We'll go Galtorn first. Do you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
What?
You have to, like, this is the end of session moves. There's, like, you pretty much, you
I'm
choose
not
one
at
of
all
these.
familiar with these.
It's on the second page of the move sheet.
Of the basic moves sheet?
Yeah, it's the peripheral moves. It's the second thing.
End of session.
Yeah. Did you grow closer to the team? Did Galtorn grow closer to the team, grow into his own image of himself, or away from the team?
I mean, I don't think really any of those.
We just make the argument for grow away because of the tension with Mrs. Ollie.
Yeah. That'd probably be the only one that would even apply. I could say getting yelled at made us, like, being part of getting yelled at made me feel like I was a part of the human thing of.
Yeah, like
family.
it could have, being scorned together could have made you grow closer as a team a bit.
Yeah, I'm
that
kind of
is a
thinking
thing.
that. I am kind of thinking that.
He's just trying to get rid of his conditions.
No, I mean, I honestly could see that. I mean, yeah, I don't know if any of you afterwards would have talked or something. That's what I was trying to see.
He lies to you.
So that I already have everyone already has influence over me, so the first part of that wouldn't even matter. But I'd get a clear condition.
Well, if you give influence over you to someone, they can shift your levels since they already have influence over you. So who do you want to shift your labels? That's pretty much the question.
Pretty much. I'm trying to remember something. I guess Ollie. Since
Okay.
it was her mom that kind of yelled at us.
Yeah. So Ollie, what labels do you want to shift on Galtorn? Like, you get to shift one of his labels up, down.
Freaking superior at 2, saviors at -1. Otherwise, it's 0. By the way, I think I'm confirming Ollie is the one that I'm learning Eris from, seeing as how we use her mom's place of base, and all that shit. So it's like she's got the family that's involved, and I'm feeling like the adopted sibling into the family kind of thing.
I'm going to try and influence Galtorn into acting like Liquid Snake. Brother.
Oh God. Oh man.
I mean, your character is a little angry at me for sending pieces flying at you.
Danger.
Danger up, and what down?
Yeah, one thing has to go down.
Savior.
Okay.
So danger's 1, savior is now -2.
Uh,
All right.
all right. Paradox isn't back, so I don't think. Yeah, no. So Ollie, did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or away from the team? All right. Then you can give influence to over you to someone. Or wait, who made you feel welcome then? And then give influence to that character. You appreciate the effort. Even it was like a very, very falling flat effort. So
I have influence over Ollie now.
Yeah.
I have influence over the whole team now.
Okay. And then you can clear a condition or mark potential. Which would you what would you like to do, Ollie?
I'm back.
Aye. No. You clear a condition or you mark potential. Okay. She would have probably marked insecure. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Paradox. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? You were all kind of reamed a bit at the end.
I don't know.
So, I don't know.
I really don't know.
I mean, you
Do
and
each of them
Zuberla
do?
seem to work well.
Oh, she already has influence over me.
Then I can just shift your labels for you.
Yeah, but that's if you gain influence over someone again or something like that, you shift their labels.
All right. What are the other options?
Grow into your own image yourself. Explain how you see yourself and why. Grow in away from the team. Explain why you feel detached.
What is the second one? I can't remember.
I can
what
also
it is.
I can also see that you could have grown into your own image of yourself, having been pull off a maneuver that you thought you may not be able to do.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
what
up to
does
you.
that do?
That would shift one label up and one label down.
All right, I can do that.
Yeah. How do you see yourself now and why? Based on what you're changing.
Yeah, I feel a lot tougher now. I mean, screw caution.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Gotta
go fast.
So +1 danger, -1 to superior.
Okay. And then Zuberlas.
I'll say that I grew closer to Paradox because of our nice team move we did together. Still working out the kinks for it. And what
we call it Maneuver 7.
Yeah, that's short for battle tendency. So I'll say Paradox will get influence over me, but she already has influence, so you
get to move his labels.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What?
Superlass is a girl, you piece of shit.
You get to deal with Zuverlass's bullshit anyway. No.
Okay, so yeah, same thing. +1
I'm
danger,
sorry.
-1 superior.
I have a max danger right now.
Oh, okay. Well then, +1 to the savior then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, boss.
Then you get declare condition or mark potential. So
I will mark potential.
okay.
I only have 2 conditions, and as time passes, I get to clear one anyway. So.
All right. Well, that's the end of the session then. Hooray.
Yay.
I thought it was pretty fun.
You know,
Any
getting knocked out is
criticisms,
beat up.
feedback? I mean, you did get knocked out more out of the fight, the second half of the fight.
No worries though.
When does harm heal?
Harm is going to heal. I think like 1 every day or so. You're gonna want to find help for it.
What about
Like it'll heal down to 1 harm, and then to get rid of that 1 harm, you'll have to actually do something about it.
Someone give me a band-aid.
What about if in the future Sheebs picks up the med bay as a resource from her mentor?
Then that would be able to heal. It depends on how severely wounded you are, but it would probably be able to. You'd probably be able to heal people a lot quicker and easier.
I like that thought process there. A lot of good reasoning in that statement.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right then.
So yeah, I like Ollie, except for the fact that Ollie lit the building on fire.
Will be held against you.
It's okay, Ollie. You can hold it against me, my character launching rocks at you.
Double in paradise. Did we ever figure out what Galatorn's crush was?
I think it was on. Shit. I don't remember.
Yeah, I have it. I put it as Paradox. I don't know.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah, I know. And then I said Ollie was the one I was learning from.
You know, it honestly makes some sense that because Paradox is also in a strange time and place. If you think about it.
Yeah, I thought otherwise maybe Nero, because he's in a similar situation and being part robot, but I don't know.
But can a robot love? No.
That is the question.
Also, in this picture that I see with like all the Bat family here, who's the one with the hood covering, like being pulled over her head, that's just pulling down? I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I just found the picture.
It's the one character that I don't really recognize at all.
Same.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because there's a hood covering their face.
I don't know. I just found the picture and was like, hey, this is a nice picture. It's in the one chat.
God, it's gonna be fun if I roll and have problems with my family. Next
Rip.
Next game.
I still have many conditions.
I have 2. I chose to mark a potential instead of clear a condition because I have two potential. So if I keep it the same rate, I should be able to level up by the end of the next session.
I got literally 0 potential.
I think I only have 1 potential because I knocked myself out with my second.
It'd be nice to level up.
I got rid of Afraid as well because I figured that wouldn't last really long. It would make the most sense to be rid of right away.
I'm guilty and insecure, but that's fine.
Guilty and apparently angry for some reason.
Angry, afraid, and insecure.
Yeah. But I'm not sure how my character acts angry. Like I haven't figured that out yet. They're
very passive aggressively.
Probably.
I gotta say, my my playlist queued up at the right time with the right thing. When we had that awesome attack from Paradox and Zuberlast together. You Say Run from Your Academia started playing.
It's awesome.
Just end over end, and then suddenly just writing herself midair in concrete form. And the dude's like, "What the fuck?" I'm surprised I didn't kill him. The good news is, at least now they know not to mess with us.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Paradox to get to her point where she's actual full Quicksilver. Moving so fast it looks like everybody else isn't moving.
Yep.
We're going to be able to turn Zuverlast into a steel torpedo. All right, I'll be back. I'm going to use the restroom.
Yeah.
All right.
One sec.